I really dig them. I they kind of hurt your feet when you're first getting used to them, but I've walked barefoot almost all my life, so I've got strong feet. It was just a matter of getting them used to it again. And when you can like wiggle your toes in the dirt and you feel like the soft dirt, or you feel if it's wet underneath you. I mean, you can honestly feel that in these things, and I love that. I mean, they're also protecting my feet. I mean, I love the leather ones. I wish they had just a sick fucking outdoors, not these golf shoes. That's what I've got. I want some that are ankle high, that are ideal for camping, that are probably made out of the same suede material, what have you, and have some sick ass soles. I really actually like the ones that are on these hikers. These soles do quite well. I didn't have any kind of slipping. I mean, this stuff is gnarly. So even if you have something like that, with a marriage of this leather here, and goes all the way up to my ankles, or maybe even just a strap, like, oh, something just scared the shit out of me. I saw something out of the corner of my eye. It was just a stick. You guys saw me jump there. But we should be about ready for our food to be cooked. Let's see. Yep. So what we're gonna do is actually cheat. So we got our pink salmons, gangsta style. Oh, so that's the balance between the two worlds. If you had been out in Alaska and caught us a big ass fucking salmon, we could otherwise be cooking it right there. But there isn't any salmons out here. I did find a couple little brook trouts out there, and I was very tempted to make a little trap and maybe catch one or two of them. But I have to imagine that that would be frowned upon. So I'm not going to eat any of the wildlife out here. I don't think that you're allowed to do it on the AT, because it's all protected and what have you. So you want to try to leave things be. I'm really, really tempted though. I really wanted to do it just to see if it would work. Even if I caught one and just, said, hey, look, here it is, and then fucking let it go, I think it would be pretty cool to go ahead and get on video. Might have to just wait until I go out in the middle of fucking nowhere where that's okay. And I don't have plenty of food. I can't justify catching squirrels and eating fish and what have you out here with all the food that I've got. If I get stuck, then so be it. That's what I'll do. But this is fucking gorgeous tree. I love these things. So guess how many trees around here look at this tree and say, you know what, you don't fit in because you're all ugly and gnarly. And none of them. Let me ask, hey tree, has there been one person that has ever come in here and said, look at this ugly tree? Yeah, plenty of them. Plenty of them, this tree says. Now, how many trees have you told you that? Not one? Well, it just so happens that I was correct. You heard it here first, man. Brian Aycock, the tree whisperer. Well, here's my bear fence. Probably won't keep the bears out, but it'll deter them for a couple seconds so I can wake up and hear what's going on. I honestly can't foresee a bear wanting to come over here and screw with me. We're in a very populated area. I mean, I got campers up on the top of the ridge. None over there on the other side where I got my sticks from. But I'm for the most part down here all by my lonesome, which is fucking okay with me because it doesn't hurt my feelings. I really enjoy not having to worry about anything else. It's just the sounds of nature. Occasionally people will walk by and you say, hey, what's happening? And talk to them for a minute, share a story. That's basically how life is, isn't it? You run across somebody, share some stories, maybe make some new ones. Then your paths go elsewhere. There's certain people that happens and their paths come back into your life, which is kind of neat, because the best thing about that is there's more stories, new stories to hear. And you're not going to really be able to get those stories and then be the same if you're making those stories together. If you branch off and it comes to a point where people have to go their separate ways for school or for a job or for anything, a lot of the time people are upset about this. And there have been a couple of people that have come in my life that I've been really upset when that time came. But the thing is, you're creating stories and they're creating stories. So whenever you see them next, you're going to have like a whole new group of things to enjoy with each other. And I think perfection is trying to find the balance between that. Because when you're with somebody all the time, what do you have to talk about anymore? What do you have that is a new experience? What is it that you can share? I mean, sure, you can go and bitch about your day's labor or what have you, but that's never fun. I mean, how many people honestly want to hear their husbands bitch about what they did at work or their wives bitch about? No one likes that. If you're doing that and you think your spouse enjoys it, stop that shit. They just love you. They're just dealing with it because they love you. They don't want to hear about the stupid asshole at work. No one gives a shit about that. You know what they want to hear? They want to hear that funny joke that you heard from, the radio, or something that happened at the grocery store out of a whim. These things are stories that you might be able to share with somebody. If you can't come up with a new story every day, then you're doing it wrong. You got to go out there and you got to make some stories happen. If you're doing it in your daily routine and daily life, you're probably not going to have very exciting stories. So, periodically break away from the routine and go venture out. Go do something different. Go do something scary. Do something that you've never done before. Like Waffles, he's never really slid down a hill before. So right now he's trying that shit out. He was taking a nap, and his ass just started sliding down the hill. Poor Waffles. He's a gimpy boy. Look at him, he's gimpy. Poor buddy. He needs to rest. He needs to rest more. Okay. Well, maybe enough philosophy for now. I gotta we got our clothes looking okay, but not good enough. We gotta help them out. So, generally what I do when I have a little bit of coals like that and it's not a big flame, what you want to do is you get some of these small sticks and you're just going to toss them in there. Okay? Then you want to come over here, get some of these guys, start working with some of these finger length ones, and that'll get you going again. You don't need very much, so let's see. See those little couple sticks? We got those sticks. Let me toss these in here too. So we got these couple sticks. That's more or less all you really need when you're making a fire. Take these little sticks, stack them all up in teepee style. Take you some leaves or what have you, some dry somethings, super dry somethings underneath your teepee, and then you'll light it. Either you light it with your fucking lighter, you can light it with your striker tool. Hell, if you want to just try to dump your fucking, you know, freshly created ember that you make from spinning out your wooden spindles of blah blah blah, what am I thinking of? Your bow drill. Alright, I'm getting tired, man. I need to eat some food. And I've been talking to this fucking camera too long after hiking and not doing a whole lot of talking. Believe it or not, I'm getting kind of over talking. So let's just do this. Let's create life into this fire. Alright, so we got you. Let's first break us off some sticks. I'm going to go ahead and take off these guys. So first thing you're going to do is just throw your small sticks in there. See, looks like the camera's not really doing what it needs to do. There you go. There's a little bit better. So